Hello. Right. Gonna get ya. Coming to get ya. Got ya. Got your pawpaws. Got your pawpaws. Oh, that's it. Oh, you're gonna make an old scratchy scratch. Oh, yeah. Oh, you haven't done that for a while. Ah, got your belly. Got your belly. Hmm. You know. Yeah, it's me and you now, isn't it? Yeah. Got pee-pees. Go on, go on then. Go on then. No? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. How's everyone doing? Hope you're all alright and it's good to see you. Martin here, and it's a lovely day. It's 10:30 in the morning. I have had hardly any sleep. I think I had about 45 minutes, probably not even that. So yeah, Haven't had the best sleep. Yeah, had a lot going on, and there's little Soxy over there. He's having a little washy wash. Yeah. Hey, you alright? Yeah. Yeah. Just had his din-dins a bit earlier. Yeah. Right, so right, let's crack on and tell you what's been happening. Give you a little update. So I had the guy from Orbit come out yesterday, and sat here and talking to me, and I had my friend Carol here. You know, she was like extra ears support. So I, you know, in case I got confused. He was basically saying that I guess that on the 28th of April, the tenancy runs out. That means Arthur's, my stepdad, his tenancy runs out. But they can't, because I'm an occupier, yet I'm not an actual Orbit resident. I've never have been, because I moved into this house when I was 12 years old with my mum and my stepdad Arthur, my mum Sylvia. Yeah. Sylvia. Um, back in 1992, so obviously it's Orbit's property. It was my mum's from 1992 right up to 2021 until she passed away, and then Arthur took it on. You know, everything was put in his name, and he inherited everything. You know, obviously being her next of kin, being married. You know, and I am basically, there's no other way of putting it, but I am getting absolute fuck all help from my auntie and my oldest stepbrother, who is Arthur's real oldest son, his next of kin. Nowhere on the scene. You know, they're all like, oh, my poor dad this and all my poor and all that, you know, right? Orbit being seen to help, you know, this Andrew guy that come round, kind of helpful but quite fucking patronising at the same time. He's just so weird. Basically, right, so legally I can't touch anything in this house because it's not mine. I mean, okay, yeah, it's my mum's stuff, and yeah, she had me, but legally I can't touch any of this stuff, and I can't clear it out because Arthur inherited it when she passed away, you know? And if I wasn't living here, if I say, like, take me out of the equation, if I wasn't living in this house, right, I wasn't an Orbit resident, I would have no right to come back into this house and start clearing the house and gutting it and everything, right? Okay. He wants me to basically, right, I can carry on staying in this house as an occupier. I'm going to be paying bills. I'm going to be paying some kind of, it's like rent, but not rent as if it was going in my name, because it's not going in my name. I'm as good as being kicked out, you know, at some point, don't know when. If I'm, you know, if I put my house, if I put myself, you know, basically I've got to do it all myself, going to citizens advice and stuff, you know, and, you know, they're saying they're helping, but he's really basically doing, you know, jack shit, you know. He's basically saying, you know, I can't see you staying in this house, you know, and all this, you know, I can't see you getting a 3-bedroom house. It would benefit a family, you know, with children, which is true, you know, because I'm on my own now. There's just me and Soxy in a 3-bedroom house. It doesn't, you know, right? They're showing no signs in giving me a 1-bedroom flat. They're not showing any signs at all, right? Now, if I wasn't in this house, right, it wouldn't be up to me, because I'm not the next of kin, because I wasn't his real son. It wouldn't be up to me to absolutely deep clean this house, absolutely gut this house, get everything out to make it look like how it was when we first moved in 1992, right? The only reason he wants me to deep clean, right? So I'm going to be spending my hard-earned cash, right, on rent, because I'm paying what is like rent. I'm paying bills as an occupier, not an orbit resident, right? My hard-earned cash, right, going out buying all these bloody cleaning products, right, with no fucking help at all, right? Patrick, who's Arthur's like actual son, nowhere to be seen to help, right? And Shirley, who was also his next of kin, who was his carer in writing, who was his spokesperson that did everything for him but wipe his ass for him, right? Mum always kept on top of this house, cleaning, top to bottom, right? I've had the shit ripped out of me, right? Because of the state of the house. There was like, I don't know, there's the odd dust or cobwebs or something, where Soxy's been sitting, he's got like fur on the like mantelpiece or something, or on the windowsill, right? It's not an absolute fucking shithole, but at the same time, it's not a palace, but and the two people that were ripping the shit out of me, like my stepbrother, and I'm like, well, the tenancy is still in Arthur's name. This is still, yes, he's dead, but why don't you come round and clear the house? Why don't you help? Where are you to help? You're not here, are you? And like, all Shirley's done is taken like a couple of pictures of their mum and dad, a few of his letters and stuff, a photo album, that's it, and just left the house, right? So this Andrew from Orbit has got no intention in putting me in a one-bedroom house, but sorry, not house, flat, a one-bedroom flat. I am basically going to be fucking homeless. I'm going to be homeless. He wants me to bend over backwards, break my fucking back, bloody spend my hard-earned cash on a house that I'm going to be kicked out of because I'm not a resident, I'm an occupier, right? Fuck knows how much I'm going to end up spending on this house. Yes, I'm going to get, some help, obviously, right? Spending like on bloody cleaning products, deep cleaning the house, as he puts it, right? Wants me to deep clean it to get in like a, ship shape, and he wants me to absolutely, totally gut it all, right? Without no help, knowing that my fucking anxiety's through the fucking roof, suffering with mental health, no help at all from Orbit, and taking me out of the equation. If I wasn't living in this house, wouldn't it rightly be up to Orbit, because it is an Orbit property, right, to come into their Orbit property and gut the place themselves, right? No, they just want me to roll over and do their dirty work for them. That's what they want to do. Paddy's not on the scene. He can't be bothered. He's a poor, pathetic, useless excuse for a human being, right? And the same for Shirley, right? And he wants me to gut the house, get everything out, not so he can put me in a one-bedroom flat. Oh, no. So he can move a family in. And I'm like, okay, so what happens to me then? Oh, well, I don't know. We're like, he didn't have the answers. No, okay. So basically, if I show willing that I go on Kent, I forget what it's called now. I'm in touch with Citizens Advice and they're helping me, they're helping me with I know you've already seen a haul because I did get paid a while ago and I did, buy some food for myself and that. I didn't buy, and it was food. It was food to stock up. Bought the cat, I didn't go stupid buying bloody, spending 15 quid on magazines and buying loads of clothes or anything. Um, I just bought food. Yeah, I bought like biscuits and stuff. Who doesn't? Yeah, so it just seems like they're just all out for themselves, and and my friend Carol, she's been absolutely amazing. She has been amazing, honestly. She really has. She's phoned up people talking on my behalf. So I can stay in the house as long as I can, as long as I pay my way. I pay the bills, getting everything put in my name, the TV license, the gas and electric and everything, and I pay as an occupier, and I show William that I'm going on, where you bid for houses and flats and everything. um, yeah, um, Kent Home Choice, I think it's called. Yeah, Kent Home, yeah. So, yeah. So, if I and if I was just to say no, sod it, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not paying your bills. I'm not gonna try and look for another place. You do it for me, right? Um, I'm not going to do this, and this. Then that's when they'll start taking court procedures and stuff. But it's not going to go to, just because the 28th the tenancy runs out doesn't mean that I have to get out. So yeah. But Carol and her boyfriend Ray are gonna be helping me, and just day by day, step by step. Yeah, that's all I can do. Um, and and my mum was always on top of the house, always on top of the cleaning. My stepdad would always dirty it up again. He didn't care. He never washed his hands after in a toilet. Never wiping himself properly. I don't mean to be gross, but cat fur everywhere. It was just. And then even Shirley, my step auntie, didn't help. She was doing everything for her brother, everything but wipe his ass for him. She was coming round, and then she would be in a hurry. She would spill gravy on the side or down the cupboard. She'd be or spilling porridge or tea drips off the tea bags and what have you. No one to fucking clean it up. He weren't going to clean it up. Arthur or her. Fucking Muggins here was cleaning it up, right? And I was proper deep cleaning, bleaching. I mean, you walked into this house, you thought you was in a fucking hospital. It was bleach and all that. And then I was scrubbing the floors, cleaning out the bath and everything. And it was just getting dirtied up again. It was just like them leaving dirty dishes and washing in the sink, and they didn't and Shirley eventually wash it up, and she was spilling bits here, there, and everywhere. Arthur's still dirtying it up. Soxy dirtying it up. I love Soxy to bits, obviously. And then I don't mean to make it as an excuse. I don't, but my mental health started kicking in, anxiety. Grieving for my mum, and just with Arthur getting more ill, it just took its toll on me. It really did. And I was really just bending over bloody backwards, cleaning this fucking house from top to fucking bottom, and no one was respecting it. I had Arthur's family coming in, and he was dirtying it, and they were dirtying it, and I just thought, what's the fucking point? It's not my house. I'm not a resident here. I thought, it's not my house. And I'm bending over backwards, bloody paying out of my hard-earned cash, buying all these bloody toiletries and bloody cleaning products to clean this bloody house. And what for? Just for them to keep dirtying it up. And I just thought, you know what? Bollocks to it. fuck it, you know, because I'm the only one that's cleaning it up. They're not. They're just dirtying it. I mean, I know the cat can't help it, you know, because he's a cat, you know. But I just thought, what's the fucking point? I'm bending over backwards and, you know, and working my ass off, bloody scrubbing this motherfucker of a house. Just for them to dirty up again. And I just thought, it's not my house. Fuck it. You know? And then I've got like his family and the likes of Orbit saying, oh, we're doing an inspection and like, you know, oh, you might have to tidy it up. No, go fuck yourselves. Bollocks to you. You want it tidied, you want it clear, you do it. That's your job, that's what you're being paid for. Yeah. It's still it's still Arthur's house. Still his house. Yeah. You know, let his family do it. So yeah, so they weren't really much help, to be honest. But I spoke to a lovely lady, I can't remember her name, and she put me in touch with a couple of she put me with oh god, what was it? Mind and Breathing Space, like a couple of self-help companies, and also like working with Tesco's. They were in touch with them as well. So I got their apps, and I've got an appointment to go over to forget where it is, but I've got my friend Carol picking me up soon, and going over to pick up a parcel, and they do like so you know, food that's being chucked away, that's going to be chucked away, like, you know, like when that doesn't sell but still in date. It's for people that are struggling, you know, and like, you know, yeah. And I'm only on sick pay at the moment. I'm not getting my full wage. And so, oh, my eyes are so itchy. I need sleep. What was I saying? Like a food bank. That's it. A food bank. Yeah, and I think it's one from Lidl's, and so but I'm not going to keep it all because I did do a shop, so I feel quite bad really. So before people start kicking off and saying, why do you need a food bank because you went and did shopping the other day, you know, I'm going to share it out with people. So, you know, so yeah. Um, in regards to keeping Soxy, I know like a lot of people have said, you know, like, oh, how can you give up Soxy? I don't want to rustle anyone's feathers. I don't want to sound like I'm having a go at anyone. I'm not being arsey. I'm not being an arsehole. I'm just being honest. But if I do end up getting put into a 1 bedroom flat and I can't, you know, and I can't have animals, then, you know, I can assure you that I am not just going to dump him, because I'm not a sort of person. I've never dumped an animal, okay, and I wouldn't. I'm not that kind of person. You know me. I wouldn't just take him and just dump him. I would definitely not give him to any Tom, Dick, or Harry, okay. One of Arthur's sisters was talking about having him, but I don't want her to have him because we don't really get on, to be honest. We just tolerate each other, and she's not very affectionate with her cat. She's like, you've seen Soxy, he's very affectionate, you know, he loves his cuddles and like sitting on you. She's more like, oh, pushing him off and be like, no, get off, and I'm like, no, because I'm like, no, she's not having him. No, she can fuck off. She's not having him. Yeah. It's not that I don't want. It's not that I don't want him. It's not because you know, my situation, you know, has changed, you know. And if it's going to break my heart having to, if it, you know, I mean, obviously it's going to break my heart if it came to that, if it came to the point that I did have to give him up. It's going to break my heart. It will do. But if I have to, then, you know, and I don't want you guys. I know you're going to miss seeing him on here, but I don't want people making me feel guilty and feeling bad. It's not like I've, you know, people are making me feel like I've killed somebody and I haven't, you know. It's just that my situation's changed and, you know, and yeah, and I'm getting a bit fed up now of like having to constantly repeat myself and explain myself. I'm not being arsey, but you know, but if it came to that, then I would have to, you know. But I'm not going to just palm him off on any old Tom, Dick, and Harry. And you know, he's well looked after here, so yeah. Okay, right. So I'm gonna love you and leave you guys now. And now I've explained everything. Sorry I've had a rant and probably swore a bit too much. I do apologise. But I shall see you soon. Okay, and have a good weekend. I'm gonna have a nice chilled weekend. Oh, hear me. Watch a bit of telly. And just yeah. Oh, I'll see you later, guys. You take care, guys, and I'll see you soon. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's alright. It's nice to see you all. Hope you're all alright. Hope you're having a nice week. It's Martin here, and I've got a haul here to show you. I've kept it all like in the bags here, and there's one over there as well. There, yeah. I've put some away. It's midnight. I will get on with telling you how I'm getting on, and yeah. But first, I did end up going to Tesco's in the end instead of Aldi. I just wasn't feeling. I know Aldi's cheaper, but I don't know. But after I explain, you understand why. So I just went to Tesco's, the Tesco's I work at, because I just felt comfortable going. You know, my anxiety was all over the bloody place, and I just, you know, yeah. But I'm going to stop rambling. Once I've shown you all what I bought, you know, and put it all away, I'll sit down and probably explain, you know, my day and you know and that. Okay, so I'm going to put it all out. Some things I have put away, some things I've opened. So yeah. So here we go. So I did buy milk. Got milk. I'll put away. I made a cup of tea from a friend earlier. So yeah, got semi-skimmed milk. That's in the fridge. Right, so here we are. Here's some of my shopping I've put out. I got so much. I've just like stocked up, you know. So I've still got more to unload. Sorry, unpack. Still some there and some there. Yeah. Right, crikey, where do I start? So I've got some toasty bread, white Tesco's toasty bread, just a cheap one. That was 75p. Got the receipt here, so I will. Once I sit down, I will show you how much everything was. So I've got a white toasty bread over there. I picked up this. This was £2, I believe. This was a tropical, one of those like you have to dilute it. So I just instead of just having plain water, I can just chuck a bit of that in. So yeah, tropical, yeah, juice, yeah. Biscuits, as you can probably tell, they've been open. Me and my friend, we had a cup of tea with some biscuits. You know, got to have some bickies, haven't you, with your tea? And I bought some new potatoes. I've just been stocking up on my meals and that. So yeah, do my new potatoes. I've got some more peppers. You know, I love my peppers. There's 2 red ones in there and a yellow one. And then I picked up a tuna. I like to do a jacket potato with those. Picked up some dill. I believe they were £1. Picked up those. I thought I'd just making salads and stuff, you know. So I thought I'd pick up 2. So just getting 1 for now. Picked up some soft cheese, just some cheap soft cheese. I'm gonna do like mix it in with pasta or something. I saw I did see a recipe on Facebook, but I forgot to save it. So, but I might put them in the peppers or something. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, I haven't decided. By the way, do you like my hair? I put on a little bit of makeup because I had a shave and I was a bit red raw. And I just put some hairspray on my hair because it was all fuzzy. Anyway, enough about me. Back to the haul. So I got 3 lots of beans. These, I think they were, oh, I can't remember how much they were, but I went for the most cheapest beans ever. And to me, beans are beans, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, so 3 of those beans. Then whole green beans in water. I'll have 1 of me 5 a day. I thought, I did get some more meals, but yeah, I thought I'd get a tin of. It's just easy. All you got to do is open the tin, chuck them in the saucepan, and boom, done. 2 lots of eggs because I love my eggs, as you know. So yeah, stocked up on my eggs. They're to the 26th of April. So yeah. So 2 lots of eggs. Love doing my omelettes and that. Got some strawberries. Yeah, love my fruit. To make up for the biscuits, of course. Yeah. Yeah, got some strawberries. Got some more grapes. Got some crisps. Let's see if I can make them last. I thought this was really good. There's 6 in a pack, so I bought 2, and they're only £1, which I thought was £1 each. So I thought that was really good. And I just got the cheese and onion ones, 6 in a pack, and I got the ready salted ones. So yeah. So right, let's put this away and then get on with the rest of the haul. Now here's the rest of my haul, and I got some more fish cakes. I really like these. Yeah, so I picked some of these up. I just got them back out of the freezer again to show you guys. There are 10 in a pack, so I'll be having some potatoes and veg with those. I haven't had hash browns for a while, and I thought I'll treat myself. Yeah, treat myself to a bag of hash browns. Yeah, really pushing the boat out mine. So yeah, packet of hash browns, and then more bacon potatoes, 4 jacket potatoes. They're really cheap. So because I love my jacket potatoes, I like something healthy, you know. I like my shit food as well, but I like to be healthy as well. Got some surf. These were the cheapest ones there. I think it was 18 in a box. Yeah, 18. And that was £3.50. So that was the cheapest ones there out of all of them. Got some more cheese. You know I love my cheese. Always putting this on, using this in jacket potatoes, sandwiches, for my omelettes. Some more cat food. Promised Soxy some more cat food. There are 6 tins in there. It is opened up because I've well, Carol fed him actually. Yeah, my friend Carol. While I was unpacking some of my shopping and what have you. So 6 tins in there. So yeah, and that was the cheapest one there. I think it was about £2.99, £2 something. Yeah. Got 2 lots of cucumbers, 2 cucumbers and do a salad with those. Have them with jacket potatoes and stuff. Again, stocking up on my meals. If I don't feel like cooking, I can just have a quick, nice warm filling meal that I can just whack in the microwave. Got mac and cheese, which I haven't had for ages. I love my mac and cheese. Probably be sprinkling some cheese on there. Got a cheap coffee, Stockwell instant coffee, just a cheap one. Can't remember how much that was, but I'll go through my receipt in a bit. And then last but not least, a fish pie. So yeah, I thought I fancy a fish pie. So I thought I'd have fish pie. We'd have some vegetables with it or salad, whatever. So yeah. So that is my haul, guys. Right, so here's a little look at my receipt. We're going to see how much everything came to and how much it all was and how much the shopping total came to. So the milk was £1.45. The cat food was £4.60. £2 for the tropical squash that you have to dilute. 28p each for the baked beans, so that's 84p. That's quite good. 84p for 3 lots of beans. Potatoes were 38p. That was really good. The tuna chunks, they were £1.90. The green beans were £1.35. Oh yeah, I picked up a couple of bags. 30p each. I got 3 bags, so 90p. Grapes were £1.59. Looks like there's £1.40 off. I don't know what that. £1.59, £1.40. Did I save 19p? Strawberries were £1.69. The fish pie was £1.85. £3.50 for the washing pods. Yeah, tropical lily washing capsules. 85p for the mac and cheese. Got the bacon potatoes, which was 75p. Sweet peppers, £1.79. The biscuits, £1.50. We got the dill. Yeah, there was an offer. I think they were. Has it come off? Oh yeah, 2 for 80p, 60p each. So yeah, 40p come off. Yeah, so oh yeah, any 2 for 80p. So that's quite good. The soft cheese, the cream cheese was 83p. Sorry, I'm a bit shaky. 2 cucumbers, 89p each, so that was £1.78. Then we got the coffee, which was only 99p. I thought I got, the cheapest coffee. 75p for the bread. Then £1.33 for the eggs. So £2.66. Grated cheese was £2.99. Hash browns were £1.90. Hearty food 10 cod. Oh, the 10 fish cakes, they were £1.89. And for the 2 lots of crisps, they were £1 each. The ready salted crisps and the cheese onion, they were £1 each. The total of the shopping, it came to about £43.93. So deductions, because I got some things in the club card deal. £4.83, 59p off, so I saved £4.24. So it went down to £39.10, and I paid cash and card. I had a fiver on me, so I paid £5 in cash and put the rest on card. So I spent all in all, it came to £39.10. Right, so I am back, guys. It's Friday. It's a Friday evening. Let's see. It's 8:10 in the evening. It's been a really long day, and I'll get to that in a minute. And I wanted to pop to Tesco's again, even though I went yesterday. And there was a couple of things I forgot. 2 things off the list. I can't remember if I told you about my notepad. So yeah, that I do scrapbooking. So I had a notepad that looked like that, and I stupidly left it on the floor, and then stood back and then stood on the little the binder, and then it's all come out. I tried to fix it. I tried to like take it all apart and put it together again, and and fix it. It was just impossible, and it all come apart and broke, so I had to chuck it away. But I've managed to salvage some pages out of it, because it seems a shame to throw it away. So what have I got? Toilet rolls, because I was all out of toilet rolls. Well, I got one left. It's just a cheapie loo roll. Yeah, cheapie. How many? There is 6 in there. Yeah, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in there. And I got another new notepad, so I can start doing scrapbooking. I'm not going to try and I won't break this one, I promise. Yeah. And hello you, mister. You know. And what else did I get? I had to get some cat litter, because I've still got some, but I've got, it's getting really low, so I thought I'll, stock up on cat litter. And because you know what I'm like, always forgetting my bags. This is the cat litter that I picked up. It was the cheapest one there. It was like £3 something. There was a smaller one, that was like £7.50, and I thought, oh, sod that, I'm not paying that for, yeah. So yeah, look, it's little Soxy, black and white, little Soxy. So yeah, pick that up. I apologise if I look really tired. It's because I am. I was up early. I didn't have the best of sleep. I ended up going to bed about stupid o'clock in the morning. I think about 5, 6, and then I was up about 9, and then like got ready. I think I had about 45 minutes sleep. Yeah, so I'm ready for my bed. Yeah, we were just getting council tax and universal credit sorted, and like was it the universal credit? No, not universal credit. Kent Home Choice we were sorting out. I was, for a 1-bedroom flat, trying to sort all that out. I'd set up an email and everything, and password for that. So I'm on that now. It was a lot of phoning up, and well, my friend did it most of the time. Bless her, she spoke on my behalf, but we didn't have much sleep, and yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to stop rambling now. I picked up some magazines. I thought I haven't bought some magazines for ages. I got Watchmen pennies. I'm going to knock them on. I haven't bought, like I said, magazines for ages, so I thought I'd treat myself. So the first one I bought, so where were the fair is, I bought New Magazine. What, New Magazine? Then I bought The Woman. magazine. And then Woman's Own, I picked up. And then I picked up the Heat magazine. And then last but not least, the Closer magazine, picked that up. I've got my receipt here. Got that. Somewhere, yeah, here. The prices, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I bought and show you the prices of how much everything was and how much it came to and how much I paid. So. Right, so here is my shopping list. Okay, I'm just going to have a look at the prices. And the cat litter, that was £2.19. I thought it was £3 something. Oh, well, I'm not moaning. The reusable bag, 30p for the bag. Then toilet tissues. They were toilet tissue £2.39. I thought they were cheaper than that. Actually, I thought they were £1 something. Where are we? It's the notebook. Oh, the notebook was £3.50. £3.20 for the new magazine. £2.60 for Closer magazine. Heat £2.80. Woman's Own £2.50 and Woman £2.25. And it came to £21.73. Got £2.14 off. And I paid, because I had a little bit of change on me, so 22p, and then the rest on card, £19.59. It went down to. So I paid £19.37. That's how much my second shop was. Yeah. Right, so I'm just in the middle of just sitting here chilling. I've got the Wizard of Oz on. Yeah. And if I swing around, there's Soxy. He's fast asleep. He's fast asleep on the sofa. Yeah, bless him. I've just realised that I've sat here chatting and I've not been recording, and now I'm recording. Right, okay. I had it on pause. Right, okay. So I got started again. Okay, right, what did I say? Oh my god, I can't believe I actually thought I was recording and I just realised I had it on pause. Okay, so yesterday we went, I know you've seen me, I hadn't long got paid, so I did go to Tesco's in the end, you know, and I like did a shopping haul, you know, I did buy, you know, I didn't want to be judged by anyone, you know, people saying, why are you going to a food bank when you work, you know, you, going through Orbit, Citizens Advice, I know I was entitled because I'm on low hours. My situation has changed. You know, I'm going to get help, obviously, with the council tax and rent and that, you know. Benefits wise is all being sorted. I've got a phone call from Universal Credits. That's going ahead. I don't know how much I'll get, but, you know. Yeah. So the ball's rolling. The ball is rolling. I'm on Kent House. No, hang on. Kent Home Choice. I can't start bidding yet because I need to. They want am I on benefits, which I'm not, but I will be. At some point. So I can't say that I'm on benefits when I'm not, and can't give the amount and anything. You know, they want like a copy. They want copies of my wage slips, one bank statement, and a birth certificate. For the life of me, I do not know where it is. Do not know where it is. It's going to take me a month of Sundays to search for it. So we went online to order another one. So yeah. So I, through Citizens Advice and Orbit, I was entitled to a food bank because of the situation I am in now. Because, you know, I'm a single person. I'm not a tenant. I'm things are going to go in my name. Obviously, the rent. No, sorry, council tax. Sorry, council tax will go in my name. TV license will go in my name. I got like the yearly totaled up of the council tax. Nearly shit myself at the price of it, but I will get help with it. You know, I get some kind of discount on it because of like my situation. You know, because you know, like low hours and you know living on my own. You know, and stuff. Yeah. So the ball's rolling. You know, we've got the ball rolling. We're sorting things out. Can't really do much with Kent Home Choice because they need a birth certificate, which hasn't come through the post yet. The council tax, one of them was, it was due on the 11th of April, which I believe is next week, which I won't be able to pay. So we phoned up and we explained. And what they do is they freeze it for 30 days until you can pay it. And and then if you can't pay it, what you do is you phone up and explain, and then they freeze it again for another 30 days, right? So we're going to discuss like a price plan that I slowly pay it off and stuff, you know, because after the 12th of March, when Arthur, my stepdad, passed away, it, you know, things will go in my name, just not the rent. And I'm paying as an occupier, not as a tenant, you know. And I was told that I was entitled to the food bank because, you know, obviously my situation has changed and that, you know, so I'm just going for a drink. The people there, they couldn't have been more caring, honestly. They were so caring. They were so lovely, really lovely. And anyone out there who's struggling, honestly, to get in touch with the food banks, honestly, don't be ashamed. Do not be ashamed, honestly. And they sit down with you. They sit down with you and they ask you what you want, if you've got any if you're like lactose intolerant or something, if you can't eat dairy, or don't eat meat or fish or something, if you're a vegetarian, pescatarian, whatever, whatever, honestly. And I mean, they got me toilet roll, things that you just wouldn't even think of thinking of putting on the list. I mean, I forgot like tomato ketchup. They bulk up on the soups and stuff. They gave me little tins of mackerel, dry pasta, soups, toilet rolls, cat food. If you've got animals, dogs and that, they give you dog food. Also they gave me shaving gel. I was like, oh my god, yeah, I'm nearly low on that. I I've not been able to, I forgot it, and so honestly, reach out to food banks if you're struggling, honestly, and look into it, get on, like, go through council or orbit or whoever you're on, or Citizens' Advice, and see if, because they're just absolutely brilliant. And they started talking about like like if I was to like apply for PIP, yeah, um, and not saying I will get it, I mean, it's the choices are there, and they help you. The food bank, I think, or Citizens Advice, I think it is. They help you with the forms. They fill it out for you, so that, yeah. So it's all going ahead. It's all like, it's all kind of panning out, and I've noticed that I'm not so stressed as I was. I'm not worrying as much. I'm not going down that road of like, I want to feel suicidal. I don't want to be here anymore. I just, because I realised that there's so many people out there that do like me and care about me, and they love me, my friends. And I just pictured, like, I mean, imagine if there was one day that I just, I weren't here, and you guys ended up reading that I weren't here anymore. How gutted you would be, and I've got too much and so much to live for, and I can't leave Soxy. No, can't leave Soxy. But what else? Trying to remember. Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of just approaching things sort of positively now, and I just thought that, I mean, when I got the year, like the total up of the council tax, I kind of sort of, like, when I saw the figure, I shit myself a bit, because like I thought, fuck yeah, now I'm gonna pay all that, but I can't pay it all in one go, and just have to like figure out like, obviously, like, figure a price plan, like, I don't know, £20 a month or something like that. We got on to them, and because the first payment is due on the 11th of April. And what they do, the good thing about them is they freeze it for 30 days, and then in that 30 days, if you still can't pay it, they freeze it again for 30 days. So, until, you can, yeah. So obviously, as long as they know, I mean, if you just like, think, oh, stuff it, and just ignore it, then they don't know. They just think you're just ignoring it, but um um but I think I've reached a point now where I thought there's no point stressing out about it, because there's no amount of tears and crying, hiding away in bed, or making myself depressed and being like, oh, I don't want to be here no more, I'm better off dead, or feeling suicidal. Because I thought, if one day, if I were to do that, and then you guys, I realise that there's so many people out there that love and care about me, and I've got so much to live for. My friends, my work friends and you guys, you'd be fucking devastated if you were to read that I weren't here, you know. So I realised that I've got so much to live for, and I mean, I'm going to get crappy days, I mean, not every day is going to be a bed of roses, I get that, but I don't know, I think I've reached a point where no amount of tears or stressing out, it's not going to go away. It's not, I just thought it is what it is, and eventually, you know, they do get paid. The bills get paid, and if you haven't got the money that at that time, then explain to them, and just if you haven't got the money, you can't pay it. They will get it, but just not, um, as long as you're not being an arsehole and being like, oh, fuck you kind of thing, I'm not paying that. But, and, yeah, so, but, yeah, I'm approaching things positively. And, oh yeah, they helped me out with, oh yeah, they gave me, shaving foam and cat food and stuff. Can't remember if I already said that, because, and it's just me and Soxy, and yeah, but yeah, he's we're keeping each other company, and so yeah. There probably won't be a shopping haul for quite a while. There won't. And I did worry that, people are going to judge me. They'd be like, well, you just fucked off to Tesco's and done loads of shopping, and then you're getting a food bank. I was worried that people are going to, but I was entitled, yeah. So if people want to come at me and say, okay, you spent this, and this, and you went shopping, you work in a supermarket, blah, 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 then, yeah, if you want to have a go at me, do it. Um, and yeah, and because I fall under that category where, like, where my situation, where I'm only living on my wages, I haven't got any other income or anything coming in, and all the bills are going to be in my name now. Um, so I need the help wherever it is, Um, so yeah, I'm all stocked up and that. So yeah. But I just want to thank each and every one of you, honestly. I I just want to thank each and every one of you, honestly. Thank you for all your advice, honestly. Thank you for the love that you've shown. I know it sounds like I repeat myself. I sound like a broken record, but I really honestly do mean it. Honestly, I really do. I want to thank each and every one of you for reaching out to me. Thank you so, so much for all the love and the support you've given, and thanks for the advice, because it's really helped, honestly. And I just wish I wish I'd done it a long time ago. I wish I'd done it a long time ago. Um, and just honestly, thank you so much, honestly, for caring so much. Thank you. Thanks so much, honestly. Hello. Thank you for watching, everyone. Take care and have a good weekend. And I will see you very soon. Mwah. See you later.